hey, I'm Nick Tudor, and ITRT have implanted me with 40 million stem cells. And I was starting to take my training even more seriously. And so over the winter season, I moved from doing downhill skiing to doing skimo, so skiing up the hill as well as down. A beautiful day out, and then I came down in some fresh powder and my bindings didn't release and I broke my leg really badly. It was a rotational fracture, bunch of pieces in there. They fixed it together and said it would probably be all right, but you had to wait and see. It was a difficult situation. Nobody kind of could give me a straight answer. And the consensus was like, this isn't going to come back to being normal afterwards. You're going to have a slightly shorter leg was a common outcome that people were suggesting from getting the compression to get it to heal. 6 months after the accident, we did some more tests. Again, it said it wasn't healing as it should be doing, but no one could give me a straight answer of what to do about it because it was kind of like, hey, this is something, a biological process that takes time. It was a serious injury. Be patient. I was Googling kind of, once the word pseudoarthrosis came into the picture from kind of the 6-month kind of tests, I started looking kind of at some of the information about that and looking at kind of some of the approaches to deal with it. And as part of that, I came across ITRT in Barcelona. My body seemed very happy and the leg seemed like it was progressing much better, much more quickly than after the previous treatment when, it didn't seem to be okay. Like my body was trying to tell me that it wasn't okay. And with the stem cells, it performed much, much better. And I'm biking, I'm doing strength training and so on. So those pieces are all back to normal. I think one of the things that I really noticed after having 18 months of using some degree of crutches, the freedom to be able to play properly with my daughter and chase around after her, those things are all back to normal and fantastic. The treatment that's happened has been really good and it certainly worked really well for me.
It's like when you compare different injuries and you see that the evolution is that fast and that solid and there are no down steps on that, it's amazing.